My name is JC Wrighty. I play Irene Farmer in Remember Maggy. I've been doing theater since I was about 8 years old. I have been on stage and backstage. I have a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Acting and Directing. And I've been with Theatre Kent now since 1999, so over 20 years. And I mostly have, in the last few years, been directing for several different theater companies in the region. And this is my first time on stage as strictly an actor in a dozen years. That I get to focus on one job, which is playing this character that I am madly in love with. She is wonderful. And that I get to work with such an amazing group of people between cast and crew, and it's just been fantastic. Irene is, in a lot of ways, very much a polar opposite of me. Yoga instructor, it's not my strong suit.
Want to have tea or come to one of my hot yoga classes? You do hot yoga, right?
She is, in some ways, a little flighty, is a very loving, caring, over-the-top, okay, so maybe she's not that far away from me, a character who ingratiates herself into this family in need of wanting to be loved and in having all this love to give. And so she just ends up becoming a part of this family, which is incredible to experience. I like that she has such an incredible evolution as a character, where she starts off at one point and ends somewhere completely different. She is the epitome of positivity, and even in the negative times finds joy despite whatever is going on around her, and brings joy. Even when she's maybe annoying other characters, there's still a joy to be found there.
Irene Farmer, Kate's friend. I'm a hugger.
Rarely have I been able to play a character that is just genuinely happy and happy to be around people and loving and caring. I tend to play the villain, and it's kind of nice to play something completely different. My biggest challenge is finding the authenticity in and amongst the comedy.
Well, I'm not putting it out into the universe at all. But let's say she were to die. How long before I could ask him out to dinner?
It was a joke, Kate. But there are moments where she has of ultimate vulnerability, and that is an uncomfortable thing for JC. So allowing myself to be vulnerable has been my biggest difficulty, I think. In this story, she's a caregiver. Like, she comes in as a friend to Kate, and ultimately ends up kind of being everybody's caregiver and wanting to take care of everyone in the show at different levels and in different ways. She is Maggy's ultimate fan, but in the end wants peacefulness for everybody and wants to help everybody. So I think she's the ultimate caregiver is, I think, how I would describe her. How real and authentic Irene is always. Even in her most energetic moments, she is authentically who she is always. And she doesn't ask for forgiveness for that. She is herself, and that is okay. And that's sometimes a difficult thing as a person, to be authentically yourself always. And that's who Irene is. She's just authentically herself always. Please, I know I can be irritating.
You're not irritating.
The underlying tone is we discuss Alzheimer's. But I think the bigger theme is family. And I think everybody can relate to family stories. There's comedy in it, there's tears, there's all kinds of emotions. And I think when people will come and see this, they'll get to live all of those things. And it's a really good piece of theater. And, this is an awesome opportunity to come see something that's just a little bit different for Chatham, I think. But it's a family story, and everybody can relate to family stories. Being able to be on stage with 3 other women that I truly love. Everybody is in it to have, like, for the end result, and we're just having so much fun. Despite the intensity of the show, like, we're having so much fun. Overall, it's just been an amazing experience. When I read the script, I remember thinking, gosh, I wish I could play Irene, but really I'm better as a Maggy. And so when I came to audition, I came with Irene in mind, fully expecting not to be Irene, and was very pleasantly surprised when I got the part. I think everybody needs to come and see this show. Like, I'm so proud of this performance. I'm proud of these characters. I've seen the evolution of this show, and I think everybody will enjoy it for different reasons. The show takes place February 10th and 11th at the Kiwanis Theatre, and you can get tickets at cktickets.com.